Mustang Morning News is a public forum for student expression. Students make all content decisions, and opinions do not necessarily represent those of the Manhattan Beach Unified School District.
Today we follow the trail of spending for clubs on campus, discover grade inflation's effects on students and teachers, and the importance of the mental aspect of sports.
This is the Mustang Morning News. Welcome to the last show of the year. I'm Gordon Jonas.
And I'm Jet Purser.
Get ready to test your knowledge with today's Costa Quiz.
Here's how it works. Go to our Instagram story at Mustang Morning News and respond with your name, your teacher's name, and your answer to today's question for a chance to win a shout out for you and your class.
Here's today's question. What famous athlete is quoted below? I have self-doubt, I have insecurity, I have fear of failure, you don't deny it, but you also don't capitulate to it. You embrace it. Is it A, Mike Tyson, B, Serena Williams, C, Caitlin Clark, or D, Kobe Bryant?
Think you know the answer? Submit it through the response box on our Instagram story now at Mustang Morning News.
Club Day at Costa isn't just about promotion. Where does the money go? Jet Purser, Paige Schmalley, and Reese Bronson reveal how the funds raised support our school clubs and enrich student experiences.
For many clubs on campus, Club Day is just another way to promote themselves and to make money. But what is the money going towards?
So 99% of the club funds that we use for, that we get from Club Day and other activities such as volunteering events that we get paid for, mostly just goes into certifying other kids in Scuba Club.
For the chess club, leader Daniel Greenberg purchases chess sets when the opportunity arises.
A lot of people were used to playing 4-player chess online, so then I bought a physical 4-player chess set. Then later, people were playing this new thing called duck chess, and I bought rubber ducks. It's just little things that enhance the club.
These clubs, like many others on campus, rely on the funds raised during Club Day to support their activities and provide valuable experiences for their members.
If you can buy 300 hamburgers and sell them for $10, in 15 minutes you could make $900. And in 15 minutes you can lose $200. So it is what it is. But I would say the average club probably makes $50 on Club Day.
The funds raised through Club Day play a vital role in providing students with opportunities to develop skills, explore their passions, and contribute meaningfully to our school environment. For the Mustang Morning News, this is Paige Schmalley, Jet Purser, and Reese Bronson. When it comes to sports, physical strength and skill is key, but athletic prowess is limited without mental strength. Jonah Abraham and Rag McMaster explore how emotions impact players in their sports.
Sports, whether it's the Super Bowl or playing a casual football game at the beach with your friends, emotions can have an influence in the way a player operates.
And so getting a mindset that's really clear ahead of time allows us to respond in ways that are much more beneficial than what we might naturally or normally do.
Psychologists argue that the relationship between an athlete's mental state and in-game performance is complex. While some athletes thrive on intensity and channel their emotions into heightened performance, others may experience detrimental effects. Some ways to stay calm under pressure are positive self-talk and taking deep breaths.
Having a positive mindset is important because it allows you to kind of flush the negative stuff that has happened and directly put yourself in the present on being more positive. Positive thoughts usually result in positive outcomes.
Positive emotions like confidence and determination can fuel athletes to push past their limits and achieve greatness. Mastering the mental game is just as crucial as performing physical skills, and understanding the link between mental state and in-game performance can be the key to success on the field, court, or track.
You know, many of our default mode is to go into a self-critical or negative spiral, kind of beat ourselves up, be really mad at ourselves. And the reality is these things, obstacles, mistakes, setbacks, challenges, they're a part of the process.
In sports, the line between victory and defeat often lies in mental fortitude, staying calm under pressure, and controlling emotions to drive performance. High emotions like anger or frustration can significantly impact an athlete's performance, causing their focus to waver and allowing room for possible mistakes. For the Mustang Morning News, this is Jonah Abraham and Bryden McMaster.
Have you ever received a grade you thought was fishy? Teachers feel pressure to give good grades, causing grade inflation. Kira Faragala and London Nettleman look into the effects of grade inflation on college admissions and students' futures.
Teachers fear students expect a grade in which they did not earn and will not be prepared in their future because the grade they got in class may not reflect their mastery of the subject. According to gradeinflation.com, the percentage of A's given was nearly 30% in 2000, but by 2024, the percentage of A's given was 50%. In an anonymous poll from teachers at Costa, they answered that they have been faced with many pressures from parents, students, coaches, administrators, and more to adjust grades, and they have little tolerance for students who beg for raising their grade.
We get pressured all the time to change grade. You'll get parent feedback that typically can be really difficult to navigate as they try to advocate for their kid to have a higher grade.
The recent implementation of the 3-week grading turnaround policy likely leads to less feedback and less detailed attention while grading. If teachers err on the nice side while doing this as a part of their survival, grades may end up inflated. A lot of teachers expressed that COVID was a big turning point in students' work ethic regarding their grade results. Teachers have upwards of 150 students, and the culture of absenteeism has exploded post-COVID, which is reflected in student performance. With more students getting high GPAs, colleges are now looking at other factors such as SAT scores and extracurriculars.
So I've done a lot of leadership-oriented extracurriculars where I've been trying to get a lot of leadership positions to show that I can lead and that's a characteristic of mine. So getting positions through a church youth worship group as well as through club soccer, I'm on a junior board.
The percentage of students in honor roll are getting 4.0 and higher is increasing, so college admissions are getting more competitive. So what does this mean for the future of admissions from grade inflation? Much is unknown currently, but it's shaping up to be a requirement of the SAT and ACT for the UCs again, because if everyone is getting a 4.0, then it's devalued. For the Mustang Morning News, this is London Nettleman and Kira Faragala.
Because AP tests are over by the second week of May, many classes are left with an empty month to end the school year. Raquel Bowen and McKenna King explain how these classes operate during the post-test period.
As the AP tests end, schools face the challenge of keeping students motivated and engaged during the remaining weeks of the school year. Traditionally, this time has been marked by dwindling attendance and waning interest in classwork. To address this, many educators are turning to projects.
In AP Psychology, we do a Violating a Social Norms project that connects to our social psychology unit. And in both AP European History and AP Psychology, we do a Democratic Action project.
Project-based learning offers students a hands-on approach to apply what they've learned in a creative and practical manner. These assignments not only keep students occupied, but also provide a valuable opportunity to earn additional points, potentially boosting their grade.
We want to make sure that we are keeping students engaged so that they want to come to class, and keeping them learning and working so that they can continue earning points in case their grades aren't exactly what they wanted it to be.
Projects can range from research presentations to collaborative group work, allowing students to explore subjects in depth and develop critical skills.
There is such a specific course that AP teachers are mandated to give. Some teachers maybe could have a little more creativity or flexibility with those projects, that maybe sometimes they get a little monotonous if you're just doing packets all the time.
According to worldmetric.org, students who use project-based learning retain content 22% better than traditional learning. For many students, these assignments offer a change of pace after the intense preparation for AP exams, while still keeping them academically engaged. For the Mustang Morning News, this is McKenna King and Raquel Bowen.
We have the answer to today's Costa Quiz. The question was, what famous athlete said the quote below? The answer was D, Kobe Bryant, who was known for his mental fortitude dubbed the Mamba mentality.
With 4 years of experience inside and outside the classroom, seniors reflect on their time at Costa and what their future holds. This is Senior Reflections.
The decision to commit to West Point was actually pretty easy for me. I committed there since I've always been interested in serving in the Army. My family has a long military background, which is really what influenced me to choose this path for my future. I feel as if serving the Army is a good way to give back to my country in a meaningful way that my father and grandfather did before me. Being an Army officer also gives unparalleled leadership experience that'll help me in my career beyond the military. Discussions of college finance in some of my classes also pushed me to make this decision to commit to West Point, since my education will be fully funded by the federal government. And upon graduating, I'll be commissioned as an Army officer. From what I've seen at Costa, military service isn't really a course of action that many people take, but I think it's very undervalued by my fellow students and they should maybe try it too.
I have always loved looking at the world through a camera, able to capture and document the world through a lens of my own mind. My love for cameras has led me through years of photography and videography, finally landing me in Maricosta's broadcast journalism program, the Mustang Morning News. During my time in the program, I've been able to broaden my view of the world, learning to be more open to different perspectives, especially when covering widespread topics. I have been given the chance to immerse myself in the research and people surrounding each story, constructing pieces of a story that people are drawn by. Being in a program like Mustang Morning News has allowed me to experience a variety of different roles, from being a reporter, producer, and finally, the news director. As the news director, I've had the opportunity to head our student-run journalism program, managing our staff through the process of creating stories that have the ability to enact change and ignite meaningful conversations in our community. I've learned so much more than just the curriculum, with each person that I have had the honor of meeting, leaving me with valuable connections and experiences.
If you want to make stories like these, join the Mustang Morning News staff and be a part of our team.
That's all for today's show, but make sure to check out our Instagram at Mustang Morning News.
Thanks for watching, Mustangs, and have a great summer.